Okay, we are here, checked into the Efteling Hotel. We just arrived. They only gave us one bed. We are in the process of getting that fixed, so we'd have two. This is much bigger and much more, more fairy tale-esque than the other one we stayed in, which, to be fair, was a, an airport hotel. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Light switches in these countries are weird. Or probably, I'm just not used to it. What do you think so far, Keenan?
It's nice. When we walked into the lobby, the first thing I said is, this is very Dutch. You had, a woman dressed in very traditional Dutch outfits with wooden shoes. They had the boots on either side. There was a man dressed as a wizard. So we are in the Netherlands for sure.
Then over here we have a little game. So there's a die and some...
Apparently you're supposed to start
a piece.
And you just kind of roll the dice. I read the directions a little bit. I didn't get all the rules, but they are in English. And you just kind of move the pieces around. I don't know what the...
So you roll the die and you get a 1, so you go to 3?
Yeah. It's a very complicated game. You wouldn't understand.
I bet you the goal is to get to Eandi. I am digging this hotel. Hey, Keenan, open the window. I can't wait to see the view.
Yeah, sure. I can't wait to see the view of the park. Oh.
Oh, kijk eens aan de koning. Wat een schitterend kasteel heeft mijn beste vriend. Ik ben het beste markies van carnaval. Kom, we gaan.
Alright, so we're on our way to Efteling, and they told us the way to get there is to follow the footprints. So... we are following the footprints to Efteling, and I guess they're wizard footprints, so you have to kind of run along like this.
You're good.
Keenan, we're here! Oh. So I was like, this is really weird music they're playing. I didn't realize that it was self-played music. Okay, we're here in Efteling. And oh my god, it is such a pretty park. Here it is, Baron 1898. Keenan, look, there's magic involved. Alright, Keenan, we just rode Baron 1898. What did you think about it?
The best ride we've ridden at the parks at any, in Europe so far. Immersively themed, which we sound like that's the only thing we care about because it's always the first thing that we talk about. It's not that big of a deal, but it is noticeable how different it is here. And it's a nice, fast. It's probably the first coaster we've seen with an actual drop. It's B&M, right?
It is a B&M. Now I would contrast you. And I would say that in Europe, it's more about the theme. So your Efteling and your Phantasialand is more like a Disney World compared to Six Flags, which maybe Movie Park Germany is. However, all in all, Europe in general has a higher emphasis on theming rather than a higher emphasis on something like steel, which Six Flags are like steel parks, Disney's like a theme park. These are theme parks. And a lot of American companies even...
They're thrill parks.
Yeah, thrill parks or amusement parks. But it's all about the theme here. And let me tell you what, this actually had a really great theme. I really loved, not really sure what it was about. We don't speak German. But, or Dutch, whatever language this is. It was still cool to look at the pictures. Keenan, what are we doing now? We are going to go ride Python, I think. Alright guys, so we went to 3 different parks today. We went to Movie Park, Germany. The second one wasn't actually a park, but it was a fair, and it was called, what was it called? Kranger Creams, and it was a fair. And then we went to Efteling. Keenan, which one did you think was the best one that we went to out of the 3 we went to?
I mean, I would say Efteling has to have been the best, just because it's had the most variety. It's a bigger park. I mean, we were only there for like 2.5 hours, but we were able to hit a good amount of the park. But still, there's a lot more left to do tomorrow. And we will be here all day tomorrow, so we'll have plenty of time to hit everything we'd like.
All right, guys. So we're out here, actually at the breakfast area at Efteling, relaxing. And don't you know a bee stings me? So it hurts. So I went to the first aid, and they put something on me, and I don't know what it says. It's written in Dutch, so I hope I'm not allergic to it. Actually, I won't lie. It does feel much better, though. It's probably just an anesthetic and a topical something like that. All right, Keenan. We just rode the bobsled. What did you think about it?
It was really fun. It was really intense. You got to, go down at speeds without a track that you would never see in the U.S. You've ridden bobsleds before, I haven't before, so that was a good first time.
So that was, this is my 3rd bobsled I've ridden. I've ridden La Vibora, and I just rode the one at King's Dominion. Basically, this is absolutely 10 times more intense than both of those. So basically, I went on and I saw, and it just looks like you're going downhill, which is crazy because the other ones are mostly flat. The only down sections they have is like big loops, spirals going down. This one, you're like an actual drop. So very, very intense. Fantastic ride. Strongly recommend this coaster. And it makes all the ones in America look weak by comparison. All right, so we just rode Spook Slot, which is in that building over there. And let's just say that's a bee, I swear. Alright, so we just rode Spook Slot. Well, it's actually a show, we didn't ride it. And it's kind of like a little bit of a Haunted Mansion style thing. Except I guess you could say a little bit more intense, right, Keenan?
Yeah, more intense than you would see in the United States. Very, very graphic.
So
depictions of like hanging and...
The opening scene is a young girl, maybe 12 years old, like body just dangling in the wind, and then they kind of keep running her up and down by her throat, and so it's a hanging, and it looks like a very real person, so it's kind of intense for younger viewers. But the funny part is, as Keenan pointed out, it's labeled as a
family attraction.
Flying Bathtub the Ride.
Yeah, it's called Flying Dutchman.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think it's called Flying
It's a
Bathtub.
combination of a water coaster and a dark ride. In the amusement park Efteling in the Netherlands. Hey, Keenan, stairs are coming up.
Keenan, stairs are coming up. Watch out.
Oh, there you go.
We're in a boat. All right, Keenan, what have we been doing so far today?
Just hitting all the rides we didn't hit yesterday, and then moving on to hit the smaller rides, and then hit rides again. Try and be able to skip lines. Just kind of clearing the park out because this is the last day we're going to be here.
So, one of the rides we got to ride is this bob ride, like I was saying earlier, and it's just like if you can see right in there. It's just very, very intense altogether. All right, so far we've been walking around Efteling today, and I have to say this is probably one of my favorite parks. Now, I realize that's a bold statement, but it's just very, very nice. It's Disney level theming on some of the attractions, not every single one, but all in all, I would say it's a Disney level experience. It's not really a Six Flags or a Cedar Fair level of experience. It's significantly above that, and I would say Disney level. Now, it's interesting because they might not be, like the animatronics might not work as well. Like, they work as well. They aren't broken, but they aren't as fluid as some of Disney's newer animatronics. But it's just all in all a very, very good experience, but I think just from technology, Disney kind of edges them out a little bit. But where this park shines and beats Disney is, I think, the crowd level and things like that. If I want to ride a ride, I can go get on and ride the ride. I don't have to wait 3 hours, 2 hours, ridiculous, I'm very hot, standing in line. Most of the lines around here, it's a Sunday afternoon in the middle of summer, 20, 30 minutes, and they have a single rider line that's 5 minutes. And I'll tell you the reason why I think that the lines are so tolerable. They don't have any sort of fast pass. So not a paid fast pass, not a unpaid fast pass. So the lines can actually move. They make very efficient use of the single rider lines. Every attraction has one. So they just aren't sending out any empty seats. And the attractions are all very well staffed. So they get the dispatches perfect. Like, you're never on a stacked, the trains are never stacked. It's a very good overall experience. Alright guys, so this is the Fantasy Forest. It was the original attraction here at Efteling when they first built the park in the 1800s, I think. So let's check it out. This is a fish. And it's actually an animatronic fish. What'd you think of the dancing shoes, Keenan?
very underwhelming. I thought the shoes were going to come off the ground a little more, but clearly they were just two magnets that were opposite poles, so they just kind of flipped back and forth. The board probably just alternated. You saw the result.
Ijdele eeuw te streven. Veel onderdanen hadden verboden. Zoveel ijdelheid was echt ongelooflijk. Ze bedachten daarom een lissens. Met munt gaat betaald willen zijn. De kleermakers gingen aan het werk. Dit was niet zomaar iets. Ze knipten, weefden en naaiden het allermooiste. Niets. De keizer kon niet langer wachten. De minuten voelden als...